Hello, everyone. I could not get to sleep. I was thinking about life. I just need to make sure this is on. It is on, friends. Anyway, I was thinking about life. I was thinking particularly about how about 6 months ago, 9 months ago, my friends and I had this rather vomit-inducing conversation looking back, and it went like this. I sat down, we were in the library, and it was sunny outside, and I was pretty annoyed that we were in the library because I like going outside. Like, I'm just an outside person. Then we don't really exist anymore. We're sort of extinct since the rise of phones. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm not videoing this on my phone, by the way. I'm videoing it on my dad's camera, and I just need to give it back to him before he wakes up, so he doesn't know I used it. Because he might think I might break it next time. Okay, anyway, so I sat down and I said I talked about how I was happy about this idea that I had in a subject at school, and how I was happy about it, and it was fun, and that subject was sort of fun. And these two idiots said, didn't even say anything, they just sort of cackled. And I can remember being very, very, very confused about why they just cackled at me the way they did. Like, I just said, yeah, I'm happy about this thing that just happened, and I like the subject. And they cackled, and I was very confused, and it sort of fascinated me how they thought it was so funny. I thought, well, maybe it's because I usually get my, love and affirmation, or they like to give me love and affirmation sometimes, but they don't like it when I do it to myself, like some weird jealousy thing, some twisted jealousy thing. That's what I thought. So I just tested it out, and I said, and I'm quite sophisticated, because I don't mind tooting my own horn, but I like to know what goes on in the world, and I like to have polite conversations with people of all different ages and walks of life, and this gives me a very wide point of view, which is why I started this YouTube channel, and also why I'm a social reject, because no one wants to be friends with someone polite and with an actual point of view that makes sense, because people have point of views these days based on something called feelings, without realizing that the flow-on effects of them acting based on those feelings are factual, and not all of them are good. And they don't like being told that taking selfies all day is not good for them. And then if I tell them that, then they'll say, Dawn, or they'll just sort of say something condescendingly, which pretty much just means, Dawn, you have so many pimples, so that's the only reason you don't want to take selfies for 5 hours a day. Anyway, so I was there, and I just said I was sophisticated, and they just cackled even harder, and I thought, well, I know that's what I like about that myself. I don't change around because someone wants me to. I always stick to the side that has the most evidence, and it's so funny how people get riled up when other people say that, and I find that really funny as well. So I usually like to say, just test the waters with people. Like today, at Christmas, my aunt, she laughed at me when I said, I think it's good that we don't have a TV in our house, because there's just so much TV does affect you, and it does make you more degenerate. It just does. In my opinion, degeneracy is taking photos of yourself for 5 hours a day. I know people like that at my school. So that is another reason why I'm a social reject, and I spend all my time in the library drawing the clothes on the people in the National Geographic, killing degeneracy. Anyway, so I'm there in my seat in the library thinking, okay, I just really annoyed these people by saying I am happy about this good idea I had. I am smart, which pretty much means, as I explained, so I'm sophisticated. I know what I mean. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. That's important to know what you don't know, because if you... I just want to explain that... Is this still on? Oh, it's still on. My arm is getting really tired holding this up. Ouch. Gravity. This arm is going to get so muscly now. Anyway. Where was I? So these two girls are very annoyed at me from these two comments that I just made. And they were laughing in my face, and they thought it was hilarious. And I was sitting there so confused. Why would they be annoyed about this? And I was thinking more and more about, okay, well, it must be because they sometimes give me social information and they don't like it coming from me, so they're jealous. That was my point of view. And then I said, and then I started to test this out even more. I started talking about how that morning I had asked our next door neighbour to drive me to school because my mum lost the car keys, and I live very far away from school, so I can't really just walk or anything like that. Well, and the bus had left already because we were looking for the car keys, and the lovely, kind person next door drove me to school, and I was telling them about that experience and like how I'm so proud that I did it, and like how it made me feel like awesome and stuff. Well, let's not say awesome. It made me feel less it was very enriching to know that the community in Muriwai exists. So yeah, there I was, and that annoyed them so much. They said, "You're not strong." They actually said that. And I was there sort of like, alrighty, I'm not strong. Okay. And I could see the reason why they did not like me having positive opinions of myself. I don't just have positive opinions of myself, obviously. I am trying to improve my vocabulary because it contains like a lot, and I'm trying to eradicate like and awesome from my vocabulary. I need to find a better word, like just better words. Anyway, so I'm there thinking, wow, that is crazy and nasty. And that starts my story of how I became a social reject. And this video will get too long if I keep on telling you this story, but it just needs to be said, it needs to be out on the internet. And there will be a part 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and a 6, and maybe a 10, because it is a long story. And if your friends are being stupid and they just take photos of themselves, just tell them they're stupid. Tell them what you really think, because if I didn't tell my friends what I really thought, being loyal to myself, you know, you need to be loyal to yourself as well as to the people around you. If you're elevating actual facts, I mean, the people's feelings that you are friends with, before valuing actual facts, your relationship, your friendship is not sustainable. And I will go into why this is in part 2.